Also, because this hydro and smoke usage pushes the enemy destroyer out of the cap, we actually got the cap zone quite early and quite successfully, which is very good. So I'm gonna fire at the Atago here. Like, this is the kind of range you would have to use to try to stealth fire on this kind of ship. Like, look at the shell travel time. Like, this takes a while. 7-8 seconds on HE shells by a DD like this. It'll take a while, and you didn't have the highest amount of leeway.
Action stations.
And this is what the stealth fire was earlier with concealment expert. I don't know if it's even possible anymore though. So overall, I would say that Z52 is not as strong as the Gearing. I'm not quite like, I would say that she would be something rivaling a Fletcher more, although a Fletcher is an incredibly powerful ship. But she is of course tier 9. But the Fletcher can fight quite equally against many tier 10 ships, so it's not as bad. And if you add on top the 5.8 kilometer hydro, actually this is a really good ship. But, you know, every other tier 10 ship is also really good. There are like none that are bad. Also, if you noticed the way I fired my torpedoes, actually now that I think about it again, this is a mistake because they will 100% miss. Because if the enemy battleship goes behind the island, the torpedoes will obviously hit the island. If she comes in front of the island, the aim is off on those torpedoes. And the battleship goes behind the island, so it doesn't matter anyway. There's no chance of them hitting, because they will hit the island instead. So we have the A and C caps. I believe we should try to abandon the C cap, in part at least, because it appears some of the enemies are coming towards the, you know, the sea area, and we only have, what is this? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ships here, and you know, only 4 of them are in a position where they will. Essentially, we would get squashed between them. But I'm gonna head towards the B cap because I have Hydro, and Hydro is really annoying for and we kinda need every advantage we can get because we already have lost 2 ships. Unfortunately, the Des Moines in the B cap is actually sailing away. There is a Yamato and Montana inside the capsule, which is slightly unfortunate for me. Sure, the torpedoes on this ship are pretty nice at 69 knots and having only 1.4 kilometer detection. But the problem is that, well, number 1, I don't have concealment expert. And the number 2 problem is that you only have 2x4 torpedoes. Which means, well, I can't exactly go and just delete the tier 10 battleship with my torpedoes. I mean, it might be possible if you hit like all of them, but there's no way you're gonna hit all of them, right? Especially since these torpedoes have lower damage too. Unfortunately, I don't have any spotting here. The spotting run into this capsule was probably by something directly behind me, or maybe, you know, that guy got behind an island. And I want to make sure that I am at least 9.9 kilometers away from the Des Moines. Otherwise, just very quickly since Yamato as well. I use Hydro because long distance away. As a result, should be more or less easy to hit because of their speed and protection. They don't deal much damage, so they are more for things like flooding damage and I guess just being an annoyance rather than killing them off. But because I have a flat broadside by the Yamato, I try shooting AP on the upper belt and 3000 damage on that AP salvo, 5000 damage on that AP salvo, 3500 damage, another 3500 damage. But remember, this is Germany again, 3000 again. Remember, this is Germany.
Off to a great start.
The shell angles and bounce angles aren't very strong, so you might very easily get bounces if the ship is angled even, you know, slightly. So there's a Fletcher in this cap zone too. I don't have Hydro yet, 45 seconds after I'm trying to go and find the actually I think I should stop right now. There's only 5 seconds to go. So if I wait until the cooldown is up, then I'll be wasting time. So, like I mentioned earlier, I thought I'd see some Russian. If you look at it, only 2 ships remain, and I think so we will most likely lose the second one. At least we got the income and so I can see annoying this is going to be rest of this line. At least I'll try to just now because 3 minutes left. And I mean, first should fire APS. Because if the Fletcher goes to the A-cap, there isn't what we can do. There might be a reason why the Fletcher actually comes from. We only have 4 ships, right? Oh, I'm actually swapping. As a result, it is quite certain. Oh, never mind. My bad. It's alright, guys. When you have 12 this is slightly dangerous for me. I don't think the shot is on. Alright. I think this game's over then. I don't, like, I'm 1 against 5. And the Fletcher is capping A. Sure, I hold B. Oh! Actually left A. I think he's being greedy. He doesn't want the game to end too quickly. So he wants to make sure that I actually die. Oh, and our last guy was detonated too. Wasn't that the Atago? I'm not gonna fire the Fletcher because I know the Fletcher's going to work. Otherwise she wouldn't have left the capsule. Oh my god. What an idiot. I'm sorry, it's rude, but you just killed your ship, and for, like, at least take the cap zone and then kill yourself with the ship. But nope. So I use Hydro immediately here because I don't want to be suddenly surprised by torpedoes on my broadside. I will try to decap B for a while. I mean, I'll try my best. Still, it was a 1 versus 5, sure. The Fletcher gave me a present and gave herself away, but it's still 1 versus 4, and one of them is an almost full HP Kurfürst, another is a half HP Bismarck, a half HP Atago, and I don't even have Concealment Expert. So I'm gonna go into the cap zone, I'm gonna stay on the edge. I will try to waste as much time as possible by the enemies in this cap zone. Like right now they can't take the cap zone. And if possible I will try to take a shot on one of the enemies to try to decap them as much as possible, and then I will try to speed boost away from the edge of the cap zone. It would help a lot if I had Concealment Expert though. Okay, that plane is slightly worrying. Yeah, I'm not gonna I might just stop. Sorry, start. I'll sail on the edge. What I'm worried about around the island's edge here. Very, very bad. I might still survive since I still have 15. Just leave right now. So, what am I gonna do now? Like, we only have 3 minutes left. We still hold the capital. That plane is over. Unfortunately for me, unfortunately I had to lose the big cap right now. Not much I could have done about it. Let's see if we can first the 7 minutes on the so I was afraid it could yeah, the other way around. I will try to leave the enemies with some I guess I'll try shooting the outside. I don't want... I mean, I don't think I'll be able to kill the Atago, but she has less HP than I do, so I might be able to deal some damage to her. And I'll torpedo the Kurfürst at the same time, I think. Because the Atago, I think, wants to go to the A cap. I will be heading towards the C cap though. The question is, like, I'm taking a bit of a gamble. Because I don't know what the Bismarck is doing. I mean, the enemies don't know what exactly I was doing either until I fired my guns right now. So they might have been afraid that I was like torpedoing the Atago. I think that